Let's tighten up with your boy P Shark back here again. Been a couple weeks off. Grizzlies season is finally over. Of course, I still be doing the Grizzlies podcast, but not as often as I had to, especially during the regular season playoffs. So, about to get back into a little Titans action. Of course, it's still the off season, which is why this episode is called Off Season Blues. But of course, y'all know to follow me at @1_P Shark on Twitter. And pretty much I got a link tree in my bio. You go from there, find all my work. I'm now a writer now for my Grizzlies podcast for Grizzly Bear Blues. So if you want to check out my work writing, I now write for the blog site as well. And of course, you can check out my work on lbrmedia.com. But Shoxy, I got another guest. As I have guests almost every single episode. My guy, Derrick Young. Man, how you doing?
What's up, man? I'm good, man. I'm good, bro. It's exciting, man. I was like, I want to be on the show one day. Finally got to be up here. So.
For sure. Yeah, I think it was back in February when I had the other guys. What happened to my name come to my mind? Tighten Up Mike, Titan Tabs, and Titan Boy. They had reached out to me I think sometime last year. Got them on. I think you had retweeted one. You normally is a supporter of the show. You retweeted
almost definitely, every man, definitely. Gotta come in here, man. Right. You talking about the team, man. Can't miss nothing.
For sure. Yeah, I can't remember. I think it was after I had the episode with them. You was like, man, hopefully I'm Nick. Cause I'm like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna get you on soon. So like, anybody y'all ask, man, if y'all come hit me up. Like I ain't got the LBR Tighten Up page no more. I just got tired of managing. I had 5 Twitter accounts at one point. So I was like, with all these podcasts, I was like, nah, some gotta get condensed. I was tired. So,
definitely.
Hey, so just reach out to me at @1_P Shark. If you want to get on, see what I got. Bryce Pratt, what up, guys?
What up, Pratt? Yeah.
He's reached out as well, so I'm definitely getting him on sometime soon as well. And I was on him with the Power Hour, so shout out to my guys there. Al Pierce, always tune in, tighten up, go kick Master Tail or the Struck. What they do. But of course, like I do every first time guest, I always do a little Q&A to kind of get into how you became a Titans fan. So first question I always ask is, where are you from and where do you live now?
I'm from Norfolk, Virginia. Born and raised there. I currently live in Portage, Michigan, near Kalamazoo, in that area. Now, I've been for about 5 years now. Okay. Simple place. Ain't nothing wrong. I'm actually 7 hours from Nashville. I actually went to a Titans preseason game 3 years ago.
Okay, nice. So how did you become a Titans fan? Like, I guess being from the mid-east and north area of the United States.
I was a Brady fan for like the longest time when I was growing up. But I think CJ2K like play, and I'm like, okay, because I used to play running back, so that I had that correlation with him because I had the same speed, but I was like his speed plus like power, so it was like. Okay, yeah, but then Vince Young became like one of my favorite players to watch play quarterback at the time until he went down with that Achilles injury, which basically derailed his damn career.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, though, man, I mean, just the team as a whole, man, it was they're an underdog team. I've always seen them always as an underdog, even though I was looking, I'm people ain't picking them too much. I'm gonna go be a fan of them, because everybody want to be counting them out, so. And now I'm here.
Nice. So, which is crazy. I mean, when you think about the underdog, I feel like all my teams are always underdogs. Tennessee Titans, Memphis Grizzlies, these Tennessee teams. Now we're gonna get to one later with the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler, and them. Just feel
the Grizzlies, though, man. I don't even know why people was counting y'all out, bro. I mean, back when they was a 7th seed and they beat the damn Spurs as the number 2 seed.
Yeah.
You can't keep counting them boys out too much. They gonna get a team that's gonna be back on this grit and grind basketball that that we see. They play like a complete team. They pass good, Jive drives to the rack. He can kick it out. Brooks is hot and cold. A lot more cold than hot lately, but he hot and cold, And then Bane, man, that came out of nowhere. Just started shining, man. I'm like, yeah, the Grizzlies gonna be a good team for the next couple of years, man. They got to get everybody these extensions too, especially Ja. Ja got to get that contract.
Oh yeah, he getting
definitely.
You already know he getting it. And thing about like Desmond Bain, I knew he'd be good. But we didn't know he'd be this good. Like we didn't think he'll be like I knew he'll be like a starter, but I think he'll be like one of the like pieces we looking to build around where we might not trade for Bradley Beal because we got Desmond Bain. Like it was never thought it was like, we about if they need Desmond Bain for Bradley Beal, you you take that deal right now.
The trade ain't happening now, boy.
Right.
Even JJJ, that boy, man. Oh my,
he got so much potential.
That man in the paint, bro. That man is ridiculous in the paint. Y'all y'all one of the youngest teams anyway, though. Y'all got longevity with each other. Y'all gonna be good, man. I'm kind of scared. I'm happy the Celtics in the East. Shit. I want to see them 4 times a year, man. I ain't trying to deal with that, boy. Not 4 times a year. No, sir.
Yeah, they definitely coming.
Them 2 years, them 2 times is like my perfect time. We'll get one, y'all get one. All right, we good.
For sure. But let's get back to the Titans. Got a couple offseason questions. Of course, we know everything that's going on with the OTAs, mini camp. Y'all know I'm not an overreactionary person on this podcast, so I'm not about to even react to anything that's going on because it's very early in the offseason. Traylon Burks had his, he got his asthma, whatever happened his first day of rookie mini camp. I let y'all react. OTAs, I guess Derrick Henry didn't show up, stuff. Seen stuff about contracts around him, like, just, little things like that. Everybody been shook since the AJ Brown trade. Also, if y'all know anybody who want a jersey, I need some. I wish I had thought about it yesterday or today. I was like, I wish I had got a Julio jersey because I could at least.
I think I Mariota one.
For real, well, you could take. But who are number 8 now? I don't think anybody.
That been passed around so much. Wow.
Yeah.
Was it Bullock?
Yeah, I think a kicker. Now I don't know a Bullock guy. I know Bagley back then, the one who kicked early in the year, who was missing the kick. He had that shot.
Kicked his ass off the team. I mean, it was terrible, bro. I'm like, damn, bro, how you miss a field goal? That's what you get paid to do. 20-yarder can't hit that shit. Hitting 40s, though. I'm like, bro, that don't correlate with me, man.
But yeah, I wish I had a Julio jersey because I could at least. Robert Woods got number 2 now, so I could at least take over the back. So I was hoping Traylon Burks took number 11, but he took some 16, and nobody's got any 11. So I'm like, dang, I'm stuck with a jersey. I can't even pretty much wear that junk because nobody even take the numbers. So I can't tape over the back, and I ain't wear that junk. So. But and it's kind of like you. I used to play with a receiver when I played football, receiver, tight end, linebacker. Yeah. So that's the reason I got an AJ jersey. I kind of got connected with just. Wide receiver, but we're gonna go on the positive side of the news. What's the most exciting offseason move that's happened for you?
After watching all the tape of everybody, actually looking through everything thoroughly, it actually came from a draft for Kyle Phillips. That young man gonna be great. Like just watching him playing college, he has that breakaway speed. He can route somebody. Get open, break tackles, score touch, and he has speed after the catch. I think receiver was one of our positions last year where it was okay and it struggled because we didn't have a true slot. I love Nick Westbrook. Don't get me wrong. That man, he showed that he want to play on the team and he showed what he can do. Mm-hmm. But it's like as long as Woods, Burks, and Phillips they all stay healthy. We in good shape. I've always said, I'm like, if they can just give us at least the same match to production to give us a little bit more than we got last year from receiver, we're gonna be in good hands.
For sure. And really just staying healthy.
That's what I'm saying. Like health wise,
that's the big thing.
Not 91 players again. We don't need that no more.
Can't afford it no more. But
91 there, bro. Like, bro, 91, like we on a whole nother spectrum of players. We just grabbing everybody. On the supermarket. Hey, can you play wide receiver? You coming in too then?
Yeah, man. I kind of I guess I have 2 from free agency. I would say Austin Hooper because we got nothing from tight ends.
I forgot about that boy. That boy like that. After the catch, I like him when he was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
When he was in everybody was like he trash. Like he just played with Baker. Baker wasn't getting nobody the ball. Mm-hmm. Nobody was really playing good with Baker Mayfield last year. You can't even because even the year before Austin Hooper had numbers.
Right.
We can't say like Baker Mayfield literally declined everybody's numbers. Everybody played bad with him last year, but he also was playing injured, which was his damn fault. Like if you injured, tell the coaches I really want to sit. You the quarterback, that's on you. But I feel like Hooper really about to show everybody, okay, y'all forgot who I was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna show y'all that I can go out there, catch and be aggressive and block.
Yep.
I got the best running back in the NFL right behind me. I'm gonna make sure that man can get his yards. I'm gonna eat receiving. I'm gonna teach
Mm-hmm.
these younger tight ends how to do everything else as well. Like having mentors at every position is gonna be good. Like Robert Woods can mentor our receivers. Austin
Mm-hmm.
Hooper can mentor our tight ends. Is like, and then Taylor Lewan's actually mentoring right now, stepping up and actually doing everything he needs to do with the offensive line. Is like, okay, we finally got mentors at every position. Byard just mentors the whole defense. He ain't got no damn position he talked to. He talked to everybody. So I'm happy that we never got rid of him. I'm happy that we kept him. I think we're gonna continue to keep Byard no matter what. He ain't going nowhere. So he ain't gonna
Nope.
go nowhere.
Like a retired Titan. But
He the heart of the defense. They get rid of him, everything gonna fall apart. See, he had Monty Hooker step up tremendously last year playing
mm-hmm.
against Travis Kelsey. Kelsey couldn't do nothing against Crookshank or Monty Hooker last year. It was like, okay, Byron might be in their ear talking a little bit, telling them, okay, y'all rough him up a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Zach Cunningham, and I was like, you don't need Rashawn Evans no more. Get that nigga off my team. He don't need me. That boy got to go right now. Get him off right now. Because the thing is, I'm a Titans fan, but I love football.
Mm-hmm.
So I watch Zach Cunningham play in Houston. I watch Austin Hooper play. Just like we pick them up, but like I've already seen them. Like, okay, yeah, they gonna be good. Titans need to try to keep their eyes on them just in case they get released or they go to be free agents. We got those players, those
Mm-hmm.
variables that can help us out.
For sure, for sure. Yep. Like I said, Zach Cunningham came in last year. That was, I mean, especially the way David Long was playing throughout the whole season. That was it for Rashawn Evans and Jayon Brown. Injuries caught up to Jayon Brown. He just had bad injury luck, and Rashawn Evans was just disappointing.
I think if Jayon didn't have those injuries, he'd still be on the team.
Yep.
I think so, but just that just man, I was like, damn, Jayon going. I was hurt a little bit. I was like, all right,
Right. I
we
love
go.
Jayon, man. He gave it. I mean, I won't forget that Coast game when Blaine Gabbert played and Jayon single handedly kept us in the game.
Yeah, he was man. He definitely went out his way to make sure that we stayed close in that game the whole time. He definitely went out interceptions, fumbles. He hitting people like I'm like, man, what? Okay, Jayon, I see you in. You doing
Mm,
good, young man.
yep, yep. Then couple other moves. Really, the draft. I mean, it's obvious, but Malik Willis. I was a big proponent. Like I even said this. I mean, I had the spaces. I was on Twitter Spaces with my guys, so 49ers fans back in October or November, and they asked me what I thought about Tannehill, and I was sitting there at the time. It was just like I know what he is. He's a game manager quarterback. He's not gonna really be able to carry you if he has to, right? So I was like, I want us to do similar to what San Francisco did with Trey when they drafted Trey Lance and had him sit
Yeah,
behind Jimmy G. Because Jimmy G and Tannehill, I believe Tannehill is better than Jimmy G. They're like on the same level of quarterbacks. So I was like, I want us to do that. And similar Alex Smith, Pat Mahomes, when they drafted Pat Mahomes to sit behind him for a year. So I was like, I wanted the Titans to be able to do that. Now, as the draft came closer, it seemed like, it's hard to justify just getting a quarterback at the first round pick.
yeah.
But it kind of helped that this was supposed to be a weak class of quarterbacks, and I know a lot of fans are saying wait till next year. I'm like, you know, y'all banking on the Titans are going to be good, so no matter what, we're not going to get a high enough pick,
No,
right?
never.
So, and going to next year, it was on two quarterbacks I could think of, which is Bryce Young and CJ Stroud, and both of them going to be like top two, top three
And
picks.
Stroud going first. He first. If
Yep.
the team get that first pick, he going first. The thing is no way around it. My wife is an Ohio State fan, so I watch him, bro.
Yeah.
He's definitely after what he did with Olave and them last year. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he a first pick. He not ain't no way around it. You can't even look at it any other way. Like he not gonna be. He first or second. He top two
Yeah, for sure. And then
definitely.
Bryce Young might hurt him as he's short, but
I
bro,
don't
seeing what
look
Russell
at
Wilson
Kyler
doing,
though.
yeah, Sound
I'm
like seeing
saying,
what Russell Wilson doing. Like
yeah,
they don't
but the
matter
thing
as
is,
much.
I feel like Bryce Young has the intangibles that Kyler doesn't, because
Mm-hmm.
Kyler has to play in the system as a Mariota type system where it has
He
like
do.
that gun tight, that weekend option running everything. Bryce Young can actually sit behind the offensive
Yep,
line,
you can.
pass the ball. I'm like, hold on now, these young
Right.
boys starting to get nice with it now. Kind of
Mm-hmm.
scaring me out here. I'm a Virginia Tech fan, so I'd be scared. Watching
Oh
some of these.
yeah.
I'm like we suck, bro. We need something. Quarterback something, man.
I know they're feeling, but yeah, but like that's what I was like when fans like with next year. I'm like, y'all know we got to be a bad team because we're not gonna be a trade up that far. Like,
I
and,
know.
and anybody get that type of pick, they not trading that pick. They taking Bryce Young and CJ Stroud. So
And we
yeah,
also have to give up players that we're not trying to
exactly.
give up. Like Derrick Henry would have to probably be off the board, off the
Mm-hmm.
team for us to make a trade like that. And
Right,
the fan base would probably kill John Robinson that day that happened.
right. So I was like, man, this is best to try and take him on this year. The AJ Brown trade actually helped because it helped us to get more picks.
I'm saying
So
that's what
we
I'm
got
saying. Like all the
yeah,
picks we got from that trade, man, I'm like, damn, we got a whole bunch of picks. We
right.
John Robinson finessed the draft kind of with
He
all those
did.
with all that. I'm like, okay, J. Rob, everybody won't believe in you, but I got you, bro. I believe in everything because I've never given up on that man because I know that he can get the later in the draft is his money.
Exactly.
Second round, Derrick Henry. Second round, AJ Brown. David Long was like what, six?
Six.
Yeah,
Six. Yep.
like you can't make up that type of drafting. You have to
Mm-mm.
know how to draft. It's like most late rounds on people's teams don't even get like that play time that like David Long is getting or like all the rest of these guys get. I'm like, y'all doubt him because he traded AJ Brown. That's AJ.
All right.
We got a whole other 53 guys on the team. We carry like 6 or 7 receivers any damn way.
Right. Which speaking of AJ, I just want to put it's not gonna be put to bed, but I need the fan base. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all need to move on. Like
Yeah,
with
leave
everything
that
going.
man alone,
I
man.
know I
Leave that
don't live
man
in
alone.
Nashville, so I don't know with the camp stuff. Like, just move forward. Like,
Yeah, but he thinks he 20. He thinks I understand. How he went about it. It's kind of immature. But he's
right.
24 years old.
Exactly.
He got time. He got time to like mature in that aspect. But it's also to the point where like he's a receiver. He young, 24, got to provide for his family, and that
Exactly.
contract he got from the Eagles, that's gonna have him set.
Mm-hmm.
He got a daughter. I got a daughter, so I know
Yep.
how that is. If I can get an opportunity where I can get a big ass contract and lead the job I'm at now, I pack up right now. What y'all need, you know?
Exactly. Like, so I mean, I don't. Yeah, folks are taking it too serious. He got another child on the way. I saw he
I'm
had a
saying yeah.
Twitter
So
video. So I'm like, come on now.
he got that contract is going to help out a lot because
Mm-hmm.
he got to make sure he's taking care of his kids the best way possible for him.
Right. Just let it go. I wrote a blog post about him. I was about to say it's a little less than a month ago, probably earlier this month. It was right after this stuff. I wrote, how the wide receiver market just inflated, and that kind of led to everything. And there are 3 sides to every story: his side, the Titan side, and the truth. We know 2 sides. We won't never know the actual, the actual truth, like what truly happened. Like,
Because Mike Vrabel don't tell the truth.
exactly. So I don't know if he
Players be injured. No, they okay. They just had a little tweak right now. They'll be back next week.
exactly
3-4 weeks later, they back. They ready. I'm like, you said they'd be back next week. Thought they was
right.
coming back in the game, Mike. Come on, Mike. You gotta help us out right there.
Like stuff happens. It's business, man. It's the cost of doing business. So we got to move forward. Hey, hopefully we can get somebody to fill in. Hopefully we can get some healthier receivers. Like him and Julio were hurt most of last year. That was a big problem last season. So we need players hopefully that can stay healthy. It was nice to see Robert Woods already practicing.
Even
And
with the
Caleb
brace
Farley.
on, man, he out there with the.
Okay. Yeah, freeze. Okay, I'm good. Can you hear me?
All right,
You
I'm
good?
back. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good now. I was like, what the hell going on? I was like, I had to wait real quick. I was like looking around.
Cool. But yeah, going back to like I was most excited about was Malik Willis, especially giving him the 3rd round. to me, he was the best. He was the quarterback with the most potential in this draft. I think he was
Definitely.
the perfect quarterback to get drafted and sit for a year. He was the perfect quarterback for that. Like Pat Mahomes, nobody thought much. I ain't gonna say I thought nobody thought Pat Mahomes would be where he is
Oh
right
no,
now.
no, no, no.
Let's keep it 100.
I knew he was going. The thing is, I knew he was going to be good from his first game. He like started and he played. I'm like, okay, this boy, you know, he
Yeah,
might be an issue, but I didn't think he was going to be.
coming to the draft, he
I'm
didn't.
like Patrick Mahomes going ham. I'm like, damn, he went through all them damn touchdowns this year. What?
Right,
Yeah, that man, he was ready to play though. I feel like he was. Alex Smith taught him so much that
exactly.
he was ready to play.
And I feel like Tannehill can do the same. And Alex Smith, that's a similar type quarterback, game manager. I know he said he ain't gonna mentor him, but I mean, he gonna show him something. Let's just keep it 100. Like, yeah, he was speaking from the heart. He probably should have said it out loud, but he
He's
knows.
mad, you
Yeah,
know. He
like
drafted a QB. He like, oh, then they drafted a quarterback. They getting rid of
right,
me. I'm mad as hell. That happens, you know. It
right.
happens.
He gonna help him, man. Let's just keep it 100. So we set, man. You know, with the contracts coming up with him, and they had to go ahead and get the quarterback in there, and it just worked out perfectly because I didn't even think we'd be able to get him. I thought we was going to end up getting Desmond Ridder. And as a Memphis fan who plays against Cincinnati, I wasn't a huge fan of him. He did get better throughout his college career, but I never thought of him as a true NFL like quarterback, starting quarterback. So we'll see what he do behind Mariota in Atlanta, behind the former Titans quarterback. But Malik Willis, that was who I wanted. I didn't think we would get a chance to get him. I thought he was going to get drafted earlier. So for him
Me
to
too.
fall
I
all the
was
way
like,
to the
damn, he gonna
third
be going
round,
second. We ain't gonna get bro. I was like, man, we gonna be messed up.
right? He was
Got to the third. I'm like, bro, that worked out. I'm like, damn, like miracles do happen.
they do. But let's go forward to another question. What are your reasons for optimism coming into the season? So I guess what are some reasons that you just no after last season? What happened? The flagrant loss, the 3 picks. I came on my show. I still believe it now. I don't believe we are legit Super Bowl contenders with Tannehill quarterback.
Oh,
Now,
no.
as long as we get in the playoffs, anything can happen. Nick Foles won Super Bowl before, so it's still
Now he played for our damn biggest rival.
right now. He the back up for the coach. Like stuff it happened. Like that's good. Even the Bengals. Let's just keep it 100. Stuff has to break right for you. Almost every sport, injuries in the NBA, we're seeing it now, and we're gonna talk about that in
Yeah,
a second. Like
definitely.
things have to break right. NFL, like the Bengals, when you think about that run, like against us, they literally needed Tannehill and Todd Downey to throw 3 picks just to beat us by 3 at the
Definitely.
end of the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
They Joe Burrow got sacked 9 times. Everything went wild in the ALC championship game for them to come away with that win. Pat Mahomes had just completed the show. He played just as bad, if not worse than Tannehill.
I'm saying, yeah, it was just I'm like everybody off this year, boy.
Yeah, like stuff has to kind of break right, and that's why it's like once you get in the playoffs, like anything can happen. So I kind of hold off. I say we're not true Super Bowl contenders, but anything can break right once you get in the playoffs. So I mean, Tannehill can all of a sudden just have a hot run, right? So it can happen. But what is your reason for optimism coming to the season about the team? What has happened that gives you like a little hope that maybe we could do something?
That defense, man.
Bingo.
I mean, look who we drafted. We drafted Roger McCreary, who's also guarded Jamison Williams and Traylon Burks and those receivers. Our front seven is stayed intact. We didn't get rid of nobody. Thank the Lord we didn't get rid of nobody. Amani Hooker actually stepped up last year and played phenomenal. I mean, he's always been a good corner. He's always been a good safety to me.
Yep.
He finally showed what he's capable of and what we need from him. Still got Byard. If Caleb Farley can just get out there and actually play with that size and that speed he got, he could keep up with almost anybody in the league at cornerback. And we know how Christian Fulton played. Christian Fulton to show everybody, okay, you know, I can actually play. I'm out here. I can do this against these people. The defense has always made me like, okay, you know, because our defense has always been like hit and miss, on and off all the time. And we finally got a defense that we kept together that can actually all play together. I'm like, okay, we may actually, you know, as long as our offense can click, our defense is going to be good. Our offense just has to match what our defense is giving us. Short field, Tannehill, please don't throw no curl routes. Don't throw no wide receiver screens. Okay, just
Hopefully Tim Kelly helps with that. That's
if
the hope.
you got to just fake it to Derrick Henry and run.
Yep.
Just do that. Do that the whole time. Even though you ain't got no open receiver, just fake it. Just take off. You got speed because you played receiver, so we know you can run. We didn't see you
He
running
frustrated me with it. That's what he frustrated me the most last year. I was like, he had so many times where he could have ran more and he could actually do it. He just didn't do it. Like
I've been saying a couple of them plays, like when what's bro name Foreman. When Foreman actually came in and actually started running hard, teams started actually worrying about the run more. Play action, run that.
Yep.
Because they're not even worried about you, Tannehill, because they know you're gonna try to throw it and force it into double, triple coverage. Just run the ball. Because against the Bengals, actually, he had an open hole that he could have took and would have been gone. Would have set us up to have the lead and most likely win the rest of the game. Oh no, I'm gonna throw it to Chester Rogers. I'm like, I can't stand Chester Rogers out.
We ain't gotta worry about him. We gotta worry about him no more.
Yeah, muff punts and bro, like I was like, yeah, Chester, you gotta go, bro. You
playing side down him, man. He kept trying to he kept drawing up plays to go right to
he
him,
loved
man.
Chester
It just
Rogers.
didn't make no sense.
I don't know what he seen it. He seen something in Chester Rogers. They must have been talking at the area practice or something. Because he knew, bro, like the back of his hand. That was his main target right there. Yeah. Once AJ and Julio went down, oh yeah, Chester Rogers was getting auto. And the thing is, Nick Westbrook could have got most of those throws that he was throwing. Nick Westbrook, he a physical receiver. Nick Westbrook could actually go up and catch on somebody and actually like pull the ball from their ass and fall with it. He ain't gonna go nowhere, but he ain't trying to break tackles. He just trying to. And that one time he tried to break them damn tackles, his ass fumbled. I'm like, bro,
like chill out.
Like, bro, just go down, just fall on the ground right there. We good. We got the first down already. Stop trying to fight for yards. You ain't got to.
Man. But the same reasons as you, optimism. The defense, two parts: the defense and Tim Kelly.
Yeah, I like Tim Kelly. I like Tim hiring Tim Kelly. We've been trying to fans been calling for Tim Kelly to be hired for at least 3 years now. Bro, I'm like, I gotta finally.
They did try. The Texans blocked it off.
I guess what, they knew that if Tim Kelly came to the Titans when Dennis Kelly was here, that connection right there would have probably boosted the team's morale 10 times. Like his brother is our offensive coordinator. You know he's gonna play good. He's gonna draw up some plays for us. But then Deshaun Watson, when he was playing for the Texans, he wouldn't have played as good. I feel like with a different OC, he wouldn't. Tim Kelly helped in that passing coach. I mean, that quarterback coach and Tim Kelly helped Deshaun Watson become as elite as he was, because Tim Kelly can draw up those plays that a lot of teams won't even look at. Like the Texans playbook is like all out of whack. They got some plays. Danny Amendola was open like 10 yards down the field. I'm like, I ain't never seen that play before. Motherfucker, they do two damn slants across each other. Danny Amendola go on the streak. I'm like,
yep.
I'm like, damn, bro. Like y'all ain't even checking, bro. Bro, just wide open about to score a touchdown. That's the thing. That first game against him, Tannehill threw them 4 picks, and I was like, "Oh, come on, Tannehill."
Which in that game I kind of gave him like a little bit of a pass, just a little bit, because I think that was AJ got hurt at that point. When you playing with 4 or 5 fifth string wide receivers, Des Fitzpatrick not running the right routes and stuff like that, you kind of
run this way.
you kind of just. I can't tell you a little pass. I was like,
we also came off that win streak though, man. I think everybody.
I think we're tired. Yeah, they were tired. I mean, that was a tough stretch.
Stomped on the Rams. I'm like,
I was at the
game. The Rams like that.
After the game,
I was like, damn, we went to SoFi and laid it on the Rams, but I'm like, damn. Because I watch games like a lot of times I just glance at the score because I can't watch the games like a lot of the games here because of where I live at.
Yeah.
But that game, I was like looking at that game. I turned it on. I'm like, ain't no damn way we beating them this bad. Change to a different channel and change back. I'm like, damn, we really beating the Rams ass like this?
Yep.
I was like, okay, Derrick Henry went down and everybody showed them we don't need Derrick Henry to win a football game. I'm like, okay. Then next week we played, did the same thing. I'm like, okay, y'all starting to have a trend. But that Texans and Jets loss fucked us over. Shouldn't have lost to the damn Jets. They fucking let Zach Wilson just go off. I'm like, Zach Wilson ain't even that good, bro. Y'all letting this man just look like he damn fucking prime Brady out here on us, man. Y'all got to do better than that.
I blamed that on the offense in that game because they started the game off they started off flat and they kind of like took them lightly, right? And they was on the like 9-7. Anytime you let a team hang around, if they could get one big play, they get confidence, and that's literally what happened in the game. And defense then fell apart because at that point I was like, I can't blame the defense when you held them to 7 points for 3 quarters and the offense on the score 9 at that
But
point.
I'm sitting here like Tannehill, run the ball, just run it, just run the
Right.
ball, just
I
run
know
it.
they
Everywhere you
who
go,
go out,
score.
but like they took them lightly. At least the difference between that and the Texans game, they ain't take them lightly. They just came out. They just everything went wrong. The weather, that tough stretches came off of the receivers. It was just terrible all around game. That Jets game, they took them lightly.
They terrible in the rain, man.
Yeah,
We ain't never been a good rain team.
by that new stadium coming.
We need it. Everybody like I'm like, we need a new stadium. A lot of people are opposed to us getting. I'm like, we need that. Like,
Nah.
we need a roof. I understand we're gonna have turf and everything, but the Titans, you see how they take care of that grass? They're probably gonna take care of the turf 10 times more than they take care of the grass. We got one of the best grass fields in the damn league.
Mm-hmm.
Our lawn people don't. They take good care of everything. They make sure we got everything set and everything is good. They take care of all that. So I think even having turf, we probably gonna have the best turf in the league just because they gonna make sure that it's trimmed right. Ain't one side ain't too tall. They probably gonna be on that shit all day.
Right.
They still out here. Long as people's truck gonna be there like, damn, they still outside.
Oh, man. But yeah, like I said, that was the reason for optimism. Tim Kelly, hopefully he had the Jim Schwartz type of impact he had on defense last year.
I think he will. I think because they basically say he an offensive advisor, so he basically going to do the same thing that and watch Ty Down. They're gonna be doing plays. You're like, damn, Derrick Henry catching like that. Derrick Henry got 60 receiving yards this game.
Yep.
Jalen Burks got helmet. And they're like, damn, Kyle Phillips done caught the ball like 3 times already. What the hell going on? It's gonna be them plays that Tim Kelly dropped that don't nobody really recognize.
Yep.
He gonna teach Tannehill his playbook. He's like, Tannehill, this is the playbook I want you to just study. Just study this playbook all offseason. Don't worry about nothing else. Look at this playbook and look at these plays.
Yep. It's like that's what we got to look forward to. Plus, more weapon. I mean, the tight end room is 10 times better than last year. Than receiver. Yeah. I predict the offense. And I said this on my last episode. They're gonna start off. I think last year I predicted the defense will start off slow, but they'll get better as the season go along. I think that's gonna be the same for the offense this year. It's gonna start off a little slow. You gotta get used to the new. You got all new weapons now, so you got to get used to that. Derrick Henry still come out the injury, so I think they're gonna start off a little slow, but they're gonna get better as the season go along once everybody get used to each other. But defense is gonna carry them, and defense is, locked and loaded, ready to go. So, man, it's like we got a lot to look forward to. Of course, national media ain't gonna talk about us, but we shouldn't want them to talk about us anymore. After what
they do talk about us, we got there and lay an egg, bro. I'm like, y'all need to stop worrying about bro. Underdog. I want to be the underdog all year. Every game we go in, y'all underdog. Like, now, I love Sam, bro. Sam from Jersey, that's my boy, yo. But like, he just be, bro. I be like, come on, bro. Like, you gotta chill a little bit. I know we lost AJ. I know we lost all this stuff. But like, bro, we're gonna be a good team this year. Like, he just be like, AJ got traded. That man, whole world came burnt. I'm like, bro. We good, bro. I understand we don't got AJ no more. We gonna be okay.
I couldn't stand the initial reaction because I was live on the air on the Power Hour show, and like when it happened, I like had to melt. Like I was like, bro. And of course, like initially in that moment, you just like, bro, what? Then like after you sleep it off, I still was kind of bothered the next day. Until we drafted Malik Willis, I was it wasn't until we drafted Malik Willis.
But the thing is, I wasn't even upset. I'm like, okay, we about to grab a receiver here. We got
I do that, but we already
got
needed another receiver. Yeah, so I was like, we want to trade the Burst with AJ Brown.
I wish Jameson Williams didn't get picked up by the Lions, bro. That would have been a perfect pick right there because they literally picked like two, either the pick before or the pick
3 picks.
I'm like, they picked before. I'm like, damn, I get Jameson Williams, man. I'm like, AJ Brown is getting traded. I'm like, what?
Right.
So like, oh, you got Traylon Burks. I'm like, okay. Now I looked at bro, I'm like, okay, bro kind of nice, but
yeah, what else we need? But yeah, I mean, it's all gonna work out. So we good to go, man. The future's up, man. Titans fans, don't fret, man. We gonna be all right. Like we gonna be all right. But let's go ahead and switching on to the basketball courts. Y'all know I am a Memphis Grizzlies fan, but y'all see the jersey in the background. Y'all see John Morant jersey. Y'all see my Derrick Henry canvas. Shout out to my guy, man, James Ryan on Twitter.
Yeah, I got a lot of his work. A lot of
Yep.
his work in my house too. Yeah.
I actually won. That one I won in one of his giveaways. So yeah, man, shout out to him. And Jimmy Butler is my favorite player. So as y'all can see, I got the Jimmy Butler big
Oh
face
man.
Miami Heat hat. I went to Miami for my honeymoon. I got married last August, so I got this in Miami. Heat-Celtics, man, 3-2. Celtics got. I mean, what Heat started off for 2-1. Celtics won the last two. Injuries have played a big part in this series on both teams.
Yeah.
So like because Tyler Hero missing that definitely played a big part. But Marcus Smart and Robert Williams, man, that man right there, golly, don't attempt a shot from the corner three when he around.
Yeah, no, he blocking that shit, bro. He got that length, man.
Man. So I guess what are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts about the series so far? And what's your? I'm pretty sure I know what your actual prediction about the end up being, but what are your thoughts of the series so far?
Now, my thoughts on the series is that I feel like Robert Williams has always been a difference maker, no matter what series we played in. Like he played against the Bucks, we seen Giannis. Him and Robert Williams and Marcus Smart made Giannis struggle a lot. Giannis was getting his points, but he really wasn't doing like Giannis things. I'm like, okay, Robert Williams, paint protector, but they both also was defensive first and second team. So I'm like, okay. And then I done seen Tatum. I don't watch Tatum his whole career so far, and that man that got better every year.
Yes.
As a young guy being 19, taking the Celtics to the Eastern Conference Finals, one game away at 19 without Kyrie and Gordon Hayward.
Yep.
Almost beat LeBron in the playoffs to go to the finals. And everybody was like, well, he ain't going to do that again. The next year, Kyrie came back, and I'm like, okay, Kyrie, my bro, but you talking kind of reckless about the young guy that just took the team to the Eastern Conference Finals without you or Gordon Hayward on the court. You got to chill with that. This series, I feel like it all came down to how the stars played, because Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum play good. Jimmy Butler's on the other side. I know how crazy that man can get. Him and Jason Tatum cancel each other out. Bam and Robert Williams cancel each other out. So now you got to worry about Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown. You got Derrick White, Daniel Tice coming off the bench. You got all them coming off the bench. The Miami Heat side got Victor Oladipo.
Yep.
You got Kyle Lowry, who I thought was going to play better this series. Minus the injury. If he didn't get injured, I feel like he'd be playing a lot better.
Yeah, Tyler Hero.
I thought Hero was going to be a beast this year. I'm like, man, okay, Tyler Hero, he about that life. That boy be out here going ham, Shit, Udonis Haslem still ain't played.
He don't play. He's an assistant coach that's still getting paid as a player.
So that team as a whole, man. They just Miami Heat. I felt like they were going to be, like an issue for everybody in the league. But the Celtics match up the best with them out of everybody.
Yep.
I've said this since the beginning of the season. I've been talking to people about the NBA since day one. I was like, Celtics and Heat going to be in the conference finals, and one of them is going to make it. People know they not. It's halfway through the season, Celtics 22-22. We not going to do anything. I'm like,
turn around. That was a turnaround.
Just watch. The Celtics and Miami Heat are going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals.
All right.
I'm like, the Celtics ain't going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. Everybody like, well, I'm like, no, I'm like, they're gonna face the Nets. I'm like, we're gonna beat the Nets. We're not gonna beat the Nets.
Swept them.
I'm like, we're gonna beat the Nets. Or we're not gonna beat the Bucks. I'm like, we're gonna beat the Bucks. It's gonna go to at least 6 or 7, but we're gonna end up winning the series. And everybody like Miami Heat. I'm like, Miami Heat Celtics is a toss up. That's a 6 or 7 game series. Every time about Miami Heat in 4 and Celtics in 5. I'm like, bro, crazy. If you actually watch basketball, you know that the Celtics and the Heat match up so good that it's always good.
Thanks. Anyway,
what you do is going to be to the point where it's going to be like a good series. And this is the best. This is the best series in the playoff that we've had in the playoffs. The Bucks series was good, but you didn't have what Jimmy Butler doing right now. What Giannis was doing, because that game 7, Giannis went like cold. Man missed 4 layups. Was missing free throws, missing dunks. I'm like, that ain't Giannis. Giannis tired.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler gonna give you his all until he can't no more.
which is looking like now with that
And
knee.
everybody was like, last night, everybody was like, Jimmy Butler, he slowed down in the fourth quarter. Like everybody slowed down in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Tatum slowed down. That's when Jaylen Brown ramped it up and took over.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler didn't have that star he could lean on.
Mm-hmm. You need a Tyler Hero because
Why?
he's hurt. He's playing hurt too. So it's like he got
My question is, why ain't Vincent starting and Kyle Lowry coming off the bench? I've always thought that because
Kyle Lowry.
once I see Vincent play that series, I'm like, okay, Vincent actually playing good. Why is he not starting this? Remember what the Warriors did with Steph? Steph got injured. First series, he was coming off the bench, and they brought him back into the system. Like they should have did the same thing for Kyle Lowry. You can't just rush him back off an injury because he got to check Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart is a quick player. He's aggressive on defense.
He can shoot now.
He can shoot. Bro, who you telling?
Boy, you used to jack them shots up, boy.
Man, bro, hey, I got a story to tell you, my boy. Goddamn. Marcus Smart, first damn season in the league, bro. I was watching the Celtics game, and this man was like 0 for 5. I'm like, okay, he's not going to shoot no more. Motherfucker just started shooting. I'm like, bro, because that's when KG, and then that's when they started, like, you know, like, they was about to start getting traded and everything. They was already old. Mm-hmm. I'm like, so Marcus Smart just thought he was just going to be out there like Ray Allen. I'm like, no, sir, you can't be out there doing that. But he has learned to be smarter and not take them dumb shots no more. Mm-hmm. And we've seen it as like, okay, Marcus Smart can actually pass the ball. He's actually using his options. And I'm like, okay, Marcus Smart actually playing good. Now I'm proud of Marcus Smart from where he's been to where he's become now. You know, Jaylen Brown, man, after he got that contract, he played 10 times better. That man got paid and played better. Most people get paid and play worse.
He need the Kyrie out of there. He need Kyrie up out of there.
I think they did because Kyrie too ball dominant. You see how they played the year before? They went to Eastern Conference Finals. Everybody got involved. Everybody was balling. Al Horford was balling. Alden was balling. The Kyrie came back. Tatum numbers declined. Brown numbers declined. Marcus Smart was just turning into old Marcus Smart. Mm-hmm. We had Rozier, but then he didn't want to play for the team no more.
Yeah, because Kyrie.
He didn't want to play with Kyrie and Gordon Hayward no more. He said he didn't want to play with them no more, so he went to the Hornets. To this day, I still wish we kept Terry Rozier over Kyrie. And I've said that to people.
Kemba Walker in this case.
Nah, I don't want Kemba. Kemba can go.
I was saying that's what ended up happening.
I wanted Kemba gone after that first half of this. I'm like, damn. Okay, Kemba gonna turn it on after this. That man started playing worse. I'm like, yeah, pack it up. You gotta go.
That's lyric. So right now. You remember Miami and Boston played in the conference finals 2 years ago. Pretty much Miami won his series because of Kemba.
Man, that man, he single-handedly lost us the series, and then fucking player wide open for 3. Jaylen Brown pulls away from the damn corner. If he stays in the corner, Miami Heat don't win that game. Mm-hmm. All he had to do is stay in that corner with bro, and they literally would have went into overtime.
Oh, young man, young.
Yeah, man. Now look at them though. They actually starting to play a lot better. I'm proud of them, man. For real, like as a fan, like even as a basketball fan, I'm proud of how the Celtics play. Like I'm a Celtics fan. I'm biased. You know, I talk shit. Everybody, all fan base. I work with Warriors fans. We talk shit to them all the time. I'm like, everybody was like, because somebody was like 76 are going to make the final. I'm like, no, they not. James Harden not good in the playoffs.
I don't know why folks still leaving James Harden. I'm like, he chokes every year.
I don't talk about he's not good in the playoffs. He gonna be better this year. He playing with Embiid. I'm like, Embiid is not gonna make James Harden better.
And you know, this year I finally got convinced. This year, before I just thought he choked every year. I just think he don't care. This year he played like he don't care. I was like, he just don't care.
He got that contract already, bro. He going to Paris all the time, going to hang out with Lil Baby and all them. He don't care no more, bro. He just chilling now. He like, yeah, everybody know me now. I got connections. I ain't gotta play basketball right now if I want to.
Exactly.
Yep. I wish he never stopped playing how he did, like with that intensity that he played with. I feel like that Spurs series against the Rockets that he ended up losing in the playoffs. He lost all morale after that series. Mm-hmm. He got blocked by Manu, and that was it. He was like, got blocked by Manu from behind. That was it for him. He was like, I'm not the same no more, man. I can't do this no more. I just can't. But the Spurs that year, they were on a revenge tour that year, though.
Yeah,
it was to everybody that year. They made sure they beat LeBron that year. It was like, yeah, he beat us the year before. We gonna whoop his ass this time.
Yeah. I shot like 70% for like 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
I never seen nothing like that before. But yeah, coming to this series, I forgot to ask, like, how did you become a Celtics fan?
KG, favorite player of all time, Kevin Garnett. I watched Kevin Garnett.
Oh,
I think I was like 5, and I was like playing NBA Live. I was like, oh, who the Kevin Garnett? Oh, that man nice. And I was like, I was watching him. I was like, I really wasn't watching. I was 5, so I wasn't really watching sports. I was playing video games outside more than anything. Every time I played NBA Live, I picked KG. And my brother, I was like, what team KG go to? My brother, like, he went to the Celtics. I'm like, I'm a Celtics fan now. That's my favorite player. And then ever since '08, I ain't never liked another team since, man. Ever since '08, I followed KG to the Celtics and stayed because I started liking Rondo. And then I seen Paul Pierce. I'm like, okay, Paul Pierce, he kind of like that. But then I seen Leon Poe play. And I done seen
that's a name.
I
That's a
seen
name.
man, I seen Posey play, Big Baby Davis,
You know about James Posey in Memphis. He carried Memphis.
Kendrick Perkins. I'm like, bro, like, this team actually might be good. And then we lost everybody. And then we started playing with motherfucking the bottom of the barrel, grabbing players off the street. I'm like, this ain't the Celtics, bro. This ain't what we do. The team was terrible for a minute, man. The Knicks series, they had like they was beating our ass the whole series.
Oh, when they came in the all
one
black.
game, and everybody was talking so much shit. I'm like, bro, y'all need to shut up. Y'all getting Melo fired up. Melo gonna come and bust our ass.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
then that year, they had a chance to go to the finals, and Amari Stoudemire, dumbass, punched the fire hydrant in the damn thing. I'm like, bro, y'all got a chance to win the whole damn thing. You gonna punch a fire extinguisher on the wall because you mad, bro? Come on now.
Well,
Yeah, that's how I became a Celtics fan, bro. KG has always been my player that I've like always watched. I mean, shit. When I play basketball, I don't play like I'm 5'4". I ain't a tall dude. But I play basketball like a big.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do a whole bunch of dribble moves. I pass a lot. I pass out the post. I post people up. I take my shots when I need to. But like I never was like do dribble moves between the legs, all that. I don't do none of that type of stuff, man. I just play old school ball, And I think KJ, I'm like, okay, I play like that a little bit. That could be my favorite player. Has been since everybody asked me who my favorite player is. I'm like Kevin Garnett.
Nice. So for the rest of the series, I mean, me as the resident Jimmy Butler fan, aka along with being Heat as the second team, it's my second favorite team after the Grizzlies because of Jimmy Butler. I think it's over in 6. I mean, I'm gonna have faith and try and have faith that he can take it back to 7, but it just feels like unless Tyler Hero, only hope Tyler Hero has to be able to play. If Tyler Hero plays, that gives him a shot. But I think Jimmy Butler's knee injury, I think it's more serious than like he missed the whole second half of game 3, so you can tell like it's bothering him. I know everybody's. I mean, shoot, Marcus Smart still limping up and down the court. Hey, Robert Williams is too. So it's both teams is getting affected by it. But I think the Celtics, y'all already have y'all more talented. Top to bottom, so y'all could better withstand Miami from being able to like Tyler Hero, Jim Butler get hurt. That's the 2 best scorers. So at that point, it's like, who next? Kyle Lowry still limping. So you kind of like, with y'all, it's like, okay, Jason Taylor and Jaylen Brown still healthy. So those are 2 people that you definitely got to get healthy. I know Jason Taylor had the shoulder, so I mean everybody's getting hurt at this point. So it's just which team can grind. It's like that every year. Whatever team can grind to the finish line, you can stay the healthiest. And it seems like y'all, I just feel like in Miami's offense can get last 2 games barely score 80 points. So it just feels like it might be it, but I just know I think this too. They ain't going out without fighting.
No. Even last night, they even when they was down by 17, Tatum and them started playing lax. I'm like, y'all, I tell people this every time. Every time the Celtics get a lead, they slow down.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the Bucks are able to beat them in those games because they took advantage of them slowing down in the games.
Yep.
Like if the Celtics would have kept it up, Giannis and them don't even make it to 7 in that series.
Yeah.
That series is over in 6. And I'm like, everybody was like, oh, I'm like, they gotta play through the lead because once we get that lead and we slow down, teams start to come back. What game was it? Game 3. Had the lead at half. Second half came out terrible. They couldn't shoot, couldn't score, nothing. Like they just came out so bad. I'm like, yeah, they settled down in the second half because they had like a little lead. Tatum started missing shots. Jaylen Brown wasn't making nothing. Grant Williams, he's been playing great this playoffs, was missing shots. So it was like,
that's my guy right there, Tennessee.
yeah, man, that man nice, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, damn, okay, Grant Williams probably
What's crazy is
to your stuff, man.
I'm proud of him because I knew in order for him to survive in the NBA, he's going to have to develop a jumper. Because at Tennessee, he was our post guy. He won back-to-back SEC Player of the Year. But you knew his height. He wasn't going to be able to do that in the NBA consistently at his height. So he was going to develop a jumper. And he started to a little bit his last year at Tennessee, but he still didn't attempt a lot. It was just, I mean, he was dominating the post. So
now you watching this shit 100% from 3-point range.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, Grant Williams came out of nowhere, my boy. I'm proud of you, though. But you didn't came out of the woodwork for it.
Yes, sir.
But the rest of the series, though, I think it'll be over in 6. When they started, I thought we were going to go all the way to the 7. I said that game 1 is going to go to 7. It's because how close they played each other game 1. I'm like, this is going to be a 7-game series. But I've noticed this series that every time Miami win, they close wins. They not really like in Celtics. Every time they win, is a wide margin. I'm like, what's going on with the Miami Heat winning versus the Celtics when why the margin so wide between each other, between the scores? And then I look at the box score and I'm like, okay, this person shot terrible. Jimmy Butler did his thing. This person shot terrible. This person shot terrible. I'm like, yeah, okay. Now we see why the games are being blowouts when the Celtics win the game versus Miami Heat winning the game, because Jimmy Butler give you 40, next person giving you like 5, 2, 10. I'm like,
y'all inconsistent self. It might get that 30-point game 3. It might did nothing else.
Like, it's Robert Williams, man. That's the thing.
It is.
The thing is, I keep telling you, he cancels him out.
He do.
If you see Bam, if you see Robert Williams on the other side of Bam, he's gonna cancel Bam out because Bam is so used to being able to run through everybody. And Robert Williams' size matches, and he matches him, and he's younger than him.
Yep.
He's younger. He matches him. He's younger than him. He can move around. And if Robert Williams ever get a shot, I'd be scared for the league for real. People talking about Giannis. Robert Williams can already drive to the rack and get those rebounds for you. If he can give you about 20 and 10, yeah, I wouldn't want to see that shit at all. When we talk about Giannis is gonna do what Giannis do. That motherfucker take 3 steps and he at the basket. We ain't motherfucker got goddamn ostrich feet. We ain't talking about his ass. But yeah, man, the thing is, this series, I felt like the series is gonna be good regardless, whether it went to 6 or 7, because the two teams how they are. Everybody's saying sweep 5. I'm like, no, 6 or 7. If you know basketball, this is a 6 or 7 game series.
Exactly.
The Bucks series was a 6 or 7 game series. Everybody's like, no, the Bucks gonna sweep. I'm like, they're not sweeping the Celtics. It's gonna be 6 or 7 games.
Now Chris Middleton, even with Chris Middleton, still the 1-6 or 7.
Yeah, I don't think the thing is, everybody like, if Chris Middleton was playing, the Bucks would have swept the Celtics. No, they wouldn't have.
No,
because they would have threw Marcus Smart. They would have threw Marcus Smart on Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton wasn't gonna be able to do all that scoring shit if Marcus Smart was guarding him.
Right.
Because when Marcus Smart guards bigger guys struggle. Then we had played Utah. He had held Gobert to 0 for 5. Gobert was 0 for 5 in the game, well guarded by Marcus Smart.
You know who you remind me of? Marcus Smart, and you come from Memphis, Tony Allen, man. Oh, you know about Tony Allen, Boston.
Oh, yeah, Tony, my boy. Yeah.
First team out defense, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like he definitely mimicked his game. I feel like he watched Tony Allen coming out, and he was like, okay, I like Tony Allen. Tony Allen, he probably watched him and was like, okay, that's why I want to play like, because he's a defensive guy, so he probably watching for his time when he played. I think so. But I think he probably watched Gary play and probably watched Tony Allen and MJ and probably mimic their defense and was like, okay, I'm gonna try to be like them on defense. Quick out there, get steals. You see, all them damn steals he had.
Yep.
Had 119. Bro, I was like, damn, Marcus Smart, almost as many games. Y'all got more steals in the games y'all play. So I was like, okay, Marcus Smart definitely is the defensive anchor. And then Robert Williams came out of nowhere on defense. And those two together, everybody like, Marcus Smart shouldn't have got defensive player of the year. I'm like, He should have got Defensive Player of the Year because you can see how he gonna play out here in these playoffs when he play. But Kyrie dropped 30. I'm like, Kyrie ain't dropped 30 on Marcus Smart. Kyrie dropped 10 on Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart was guarding the fuck out of Kyrie.
Like,
Kyrie can't score on Marcus
he had
Smart.
that one game one. That's all he had.
And the thing is, he wasn't even scoring on Marcus Smart. He was scoring on everybody else. Marcus Smart locked him down. Still locked him down that game. Even Kyrie put up 40 points. He was still getting locked him in. And Tatum hit that layup. That layup was lucky. How many game winners have we seen in the NBA playoffs in the history? There's no such thing as a lucky game winner.
That was still lucky. It was layup.
You can't say a lucky game winner like at all.
It was a layup.
Man, that D Rose 3-pointer and that D Rose 3-pointer was kind of like that was lucky.
That wasn't lucky, man. Get out.
That was lucky.
I'll let you know my story. I was a Bulls fan for the longest. Of course, the Grizzlies is the hometown team, but the Bulls were my team when I was little. It was right after MJ retired. They weren't good, but they were my team because the rest of my family were Bulls fans. Jimmy Butler became my favorite player. Once they traded him, I was like, you know what? I had no time no more.
They shouldn't even traded, bro. That's the thing. Like, how you keep Hoiberg over Jimmy Butler? That was the dumbest. Like, Fred Hoiberg over Jimmy Butler. Come on now, bro. Jimmy Buckets, Jimmy G. Nah, bro.
Yeah, I dipped at that point. That was
man, shit. Last night, I know a lot of y'all was watching them sad movies last night, man.
Oh yeah, I turned the game off. When y'all went up by 20, I turned it off. And I started
watching Marcus Houston get beat up on You Got Served last night all over again.
Oh no! I posted that GIF at the game too. That was perfect. Bro, that was the perfect video for that.
But that's one of my favorite movies, though, man. I think I watched that so many times. I can word for word that movie. Right. I think same with Stomp the Yard too, bro. I watch both of those movies too much.
Yeah, man. Me too. But that does it, man. Huh?
I feel like Miami Heat gonna be back though. They got to get healthy, man. They got to stay healthy. I feel like Tyler Hero got to take it more serious too, man. I feel like he got 6 Man of the Year, but after that he started playing lackadaisical in the playoffs. I'm like, bro, you gotta play. You gotta stay with that intensity. You 6 Man of the Year, so you the bench player of the year.
Yeah, they're gonna need Hero and
give it to us. So
we need Hero and Bam to. They're gonna have to be just way more aggressive coming up because Jimmy is getting older. Kyle Lowry is old. PJ Tucker is old. Like at some point, Bam and Tyler Hero they're the ones who gotta be the stars of the team. So
that's how the Bam just got that damn contract, bro. Bam got to make sure he keep that intensity up. That's why they gave him that contract. They know how aggressive he can be in the paint and against people.
You know who you remind me of? I said I knew it last night. The Memphis Grizzlies, Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr. They're the same exact way. It's like, bro, y'all got so much that y'all could probably do more offense, but y'all once every 4 games, y'all show up and go off for 30. Then y'all just
Triple J should have been dunking on Draymond, boy. He should have been on Draymond's head because the thing is, once Draymond start getting in foul trouble, he get frustrated. I could have got Draymond kicked out of so many games.
Exactly.
That series would have went the whole other way because Draymond would have got so frustrated that whole series guarding Triple J. All Triple J got to do is just go up on him and get them foul calls. Ja got to be aggressive the whole series, man. I was like, Ja, you just drive.
He got hurt.
They was hurting that, bro. They was hurting y'all on purpose, bro, because they knew they couldn't beat y'all. Like that series, y'all would have won that series if y'all didn't get injured. Yeah. Bro, they literally was playing aggressive to the point like they was literally injuring people.
Yeah,
like that man fucking.
Man, that's what it is.
Who that man name is? Poole, bro, hitting Ja knee like that, bro. Yeah, I was like, yeah, they playing dirty as hell right now. But
yeah,
like Giannis, I love Giannis, bro, but Giannis played dirty as hell too.
Running post over.
Man, for goddamn Derrick Henry on the goddamn basketball court. Goddamn, bro, right there. I ain't never seen somebody get trucked to the basketball court before, but truck their ass, go up and dunk it. Foul. I'm like, foul on who? Celtics foul. I'm like, bro, what? This man just ran through me like he was Derrick Henry and dunked on me, and y'all calling a foul on me?
Bro, that was hilarious. But yeah, man, it does it for the show. Hold on, we got one last comment. Clown in Super Bowl. This is why he still. I got him last time. I was like, bro, why you still got Clown in your name, bro? He was a cool dude, man. He said this is probably the least excited I've been for a tight season since 2014. Come on, it ain't that bad.
just because we
You know
got
how
rid of
bad we were in 2014.
yeah. I ain't reliving those memories right now, man. I ain't trying to be depressed for the rest of the night.
No, sir. This ain't the least exciting since then. Probably the least exciting since what, 2 years, 3 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
We
Yeah,
thought
not,
2 and 4, maybe
not 2014, man.
no, sir. That's the year we won 2 games the whole season type of stuff.
That's some crap stuff right there, boy. I'm watching the games. I'm crying myself. I'm like, bro, why we suck so bad? Why we play so bad?
Hey, somebody posted a play like I think we scored a long. Justin Hunter had a long touchdown against the Cleveland Browns. The game when we went up, we had our own 28-3 blown lead like the Falcons in the regular season. So that was that game. I was like, bro, don't remind me.
And the Browns weren't even that good that year anyway.
They wasn't.
It was worse than us.
They were.
They could came out on us, man.
Yeah, but that's for the episode, man. Appreciate you coming on.
Definitely.
Tell the people where they can follow you at.
Y'all can follow me at Mr. Thug Life 7 on Twitter. I'm always up there. I tweet all the time. Y'all see me. You know, me and bro interact all the time on Twitter anyway.
Yeah.
We be sitting there joking with each other all the time. But yeah, the thing is, even if y'all don't y'all don't like, if y'all don't get it from here, I'm probably be on Twitter right after the episode anyway. So I'll probably just comment on it. Y'all just follow me from there. But it was good being here talking to you, man, for real. I enjoyed it.
For sure. Appreciate you coming on.
Definitely.
I had the episode. This is live right now. People who listen to audio, it'll be posted on Twitter tomorrow morning. So anybody who this is from Twitter will be able to get it tomorrow morning. Or, I mean, you subscribe to YouTube, you already see the episode once you get the notification. But it'll be on, I'll promote it tomorrow. But till next time, y'all, man. Tighten up.
Yeah. Tighten up.